friends, welcome back to Bella and Crafts for you. We're moving forward in our little Craft with Me series on this journal we started, and we completed part 7 on the last video that I did. And we're going to put some signatures in there. I'll say it right. I've pulled out a lot of goodness here and things that I have created and made. So I have vellum I printed on. This is very, very, very old vellum. Oh my, maybe 2008, 2010-ish, somewhere. And it is wrinkly. But I thought, let me see if my printer will print on this, and it did. It caught a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to size that up. So I planned 3 signatures in this journal. Okay. I hope it will work because I don't want too much in there, because when you go to decorate it and embellish it, it will tend to get real chunky. Everybody's journal gets real chunky because you want all the goodness in one journal if you're like me. I have hand dyed papers that I've done. This was with tea stain and avocado stained, with avocado skins. I cannot talk today, y'all. I got, let's see, or I have 3 um, vellum printed for music sheet, and kind of like that old tea stained look to them. I really like that. Here are some designs that I made, and also this is great for writing space. It's a music sheet, but without all the music, so you can have journaling spots to write in. And of course, this printer I have does not go edge to edge, but that's fine because I'm gonna trim that. Let's see now. This one I have front and back for these. Okay, making room here, and just kind of show you what I have. I have a notebook really quick. I'm going to move out the way. I thought it would be really neat to have some of this. Maybe there's something that you'd like to draw in it, or just the bullet journal type thing. I've got that. And also I have the graph paper. Okay, we're going to put some of those in there as well. Lots of stuff. I'm going to put some of this aside here. And then some of the designs that I made that I kind of threw together. And these are all the same on the back. There's nothing printed. And let's see. I'm kind of getting myself together here. And there's 3 of each of these. Okay. And so these are going to be pockets, and I'm going to make them to where they'll fold up and have that decorative pocket there. And as well as these are all the same here. These have I've got 3 of these and have like the imprint of the doily as if they were tea stained. Okay. And I had tea stained papers, and I thought I did more than what I have here in my little bag. I'll turn it this way. But apparently I did more fabric than I did papers. So here we have a little bitty design here. And I chose these because of the vintage aesthetic that I was going for this journal. And of course, I have this. It has a stamp. I got it embedded in the design. And let me see here. Here's another one. I make sure I got 3 of these. I'm counting as well. And let's see. Yes, I got 3 of these. Doesn't have to be the same direction. We're going to use them all. And then kind of a cracked vintage Look here. And for the vibrancy of this paper, to get that vibrant look, because the ones, if you saw, you remember me sharing with these, I did not do the ultra premium matte print. I wanted just the plain. But if you wanted the vibrancy out of your prints, you want that ultra premium um, matte on your, these are just copy papers, okay? But if you don't care about that, then you could just use your regular settings if you choose. So I have these here, like here, with the little doily in the middle. We're going to fold those. I thought we could fold those over. And if you're crafting with me, by all means, let's craft this together. And here is a sheet, which I thought I had another one of these. So let me see now. Yes, I did. Okay, here they go. Um, Pull these up so I can share with you the rest of these, what we have. And this is very nice. It has a very antique look with the flowers on the side, which it gives it a nice feel. If I wanted to, I may roll that up if I need to. Pockets are, I don't know about you, but I like pockets in my journals. You never know what you can tuck in there. Having tuck spots and pockets and all kinds of goodness, I like that. So I have 3 of these. Okay, right here. And here's another one with a big rose across the middle. So when I fold it, I'm going to get a little bit of goodness on both sides. Okay. And let's see. I got 3 of those. Just double checking. Yes. And this one was really sweet. It had a vintage teapot with a tea stained background. And again, with this as well, I'm going to plan to fold it up so you can have a little bit of pocket, even though that this is clear in the back or white. You still have that vintage look over on this side and when you fold it in. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay. Make sure. Yes, we got that. I have an envelope. I have a few paper bags that I laid over here. I want to use some of those. And this is something that I made, oh my, a few years back. And I wanted that doily effect. And I had a scrapbook paper that I just cut that out. I want to use that. So one of the signatures will have that. And this is my very own handmade paper, and I used the avocado skin to kind of dye that a little bit. So we're going to do those. I've got a few of these. I've got more sitting over here. And here's some plain. So these are real, and I will have these on the website if you are interested in these. Um, Please go ahead and sign up for the email list. And it's not a ploy to ask everybody to sign up on the email list. Sometimes I get really busy and I don't always post social media, but I will do my weekly, monthly emails to let everybody know. And I would hate anyone to miss out. So go ahead and do that if you haven't done that. Here's a little piece of paper, some scraps that I had. This is real vintagey right here. This is some ledger paper. We're going to use some of that. Here's some. Now, if you ever go, now, sometimes I will go to Hobby Lobby and they offer these in plates. If you get things from family, this is where they use to wrap things in like glassware and stuff. I got some of that. An old envelope that I just thought that's some nice print on there. I have more paper. It has like a little cream hue to it. We're going to cut them down and have some more paper here, which I want to just take these. I have lots of goodness. Here's some more of that paper. I had showed you earlier. I just kind of threw it on my desk and we're just going to have fun. And then this lovely flower, it's just regular. It's got the weight of printer paper. But I thought this would be great because I can fold this. I can fold it in. We're going to play with that and still have a spot to journal or write in. And then I have 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. Okay. A lot of vintage script on there. I've shown some of these before, and I've got my um, print. I can talk. I've got my scrapbook paper designs that I printed out on our last video. We're going to use some of those as well. I'm going to try to get 20 in one signature. But yet, I'm going to turn these into some lovely goodness as well. Look how pretty that is. Okay. And here's this one, a little collage. Okay. And some of these a sweet friend gave me. So I'm going to use some of those. And I'm going to clear just colored papers. These are the same. This has more of a like a checkered look to it. Let's see if we can't use some of those. I got something on that. Here's some more she gave me, and I'm going to use that in this journal. Okay. Also, I got the kind of the check right there. I want to let you all know I'm working on a Black Friday, Cyber Monday type contest thing. So please stay tuned for that. I'm trying to work it out to where I know exactly what I want to present. Let me see if I want to get the guillotine. I think the guillotine would work lots better. I could use my paper cutter, but yeah, let's use this because I can still score it if I need to. Okay, so if you have been following along with me for your journal that you've made, you want to take note to length times width. So I'm going to open this up here. Okay. And this has really took hold, and the um, adhesive that I put on this really did stick down well. I mean, you can't get any better than that. And it really took to the serging right here. I had considered going ahead and taking a tack stitch here. I may do that and go ahead and tack that there for extra security. I may do that. But what I am trying to get here is I want 3 signatures in here, which I think it might hold. So if I put 20, I may get 2, but I really would like 3. So if I'm going to go with 3 signatures, then I have to watch about my thickness. Okay. So with that being said, you're going to look at your paper here. Okay. And let's say if I decide to take it this width, you're going to make sure that your edge, you want to make a guide. So if you make this guide, and remember, whenever you make thickness, the pages will bulk out. So when we make our signatures, we're going to watch out for that as well. Okay. So with this paper, and also I have lots of stuff, if you have scraps, keep those because you can turn those into a collage type of paper and reuse them. Okay, so we're going to hold off on this one. And so basically, my template, if I can find something I can use. Let me see now. Okay, something. I'm looking, you guys. I'm looking. Okay, that's just something I got out of the mailer. So with this one, I'm going to measure from here to here. So if I take this right here and I do that, and I'm going to measure here. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get my handy dandy little ruler. Oh, I can do it on my thing here, my cutting board, can't I? So right now we're essentially looking at, and I don't want to cut this because I have plans for this, but to measure it, I'm looking roughly, let's go ahead and round it to 5.5, okay? 5.5 to, where'd that mark go, y'all? Oh my goodness. Yep. 5.5 to, let's see now. So 7 by 5.5 is what I have. So those are measurements we're going to hang on to, okay? So 5.5 for this journal. I'm going to make my pages 5.5 by 7. So even so then, let's measure. Measure, remember the old rule, measure twice, cut once. So let me go ahead and turn this around. Do 7. Looks pretty good to me. 7 by, let's say, yep, we'll say 5.5 because you got to give a little bit for it to expand. Okay, so 5.5 by 7. Remember that. Hold that thought. I'm going to set this aside so we can start putting our signatures. Now, briefly, I want to pull my signatures, drop everything before I cut anything. Let's pull these papers out. So let me see here. I know these I want here. So maybe I can take this, possibly. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this. See if I can't make this work here. Start. And I have an offset over here on my craft mat here. So 5.5 by 7. See how many can I get out of that? Yeah, we can do that. That'll just work fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and fold these in half and get these ready. Now, mind you, I can turn these up as pockets. I love pockets, y'all. I love a good pocket in my journal. I mean, you just don't know what you would carry if you didn't have a pocket. And see, I don't even mind that stitching. That gives a real cute decorative. So what I may go ahead and do then is do that. Make sure I'm pretty straight here. Have the Patreon page go up and going. I'll have some YouTube extras for that. If you all would be so inclined to go and be part of Patreon over there, I've started making posts. I've already put a flip book. It's an interactive flip book that you can go and you can purchase over on Patreon. And for now, I have it on Patreon because I'm going to be teaching workshops on beginner crochet. So if you would like to learn beginner crochet, I totally get it. I'm right there with you. Sometimes when you want to learn a pattern on YouTube, it doesn't really, I'm wanting that stitching to be right here. It really YouTube doesn't show the people as good-hearted as they are. It's not a one-on-one for teaching. Now, a lot of these great crocheters are from other countries, and English being their second language. I I knowing Spanish, I I can understand the language, but yet it can be difficult for those who don't understand Spanish. So again, these are great tutorials that you or workshops that you can come and be a part of, and they are affordable. If you want to go check those out, all the links are in the description box below, and probably would do good about putting it this way here. Okay. The YouTube community that I have over there for YouTube extras, it's called, let's see, Crafty Friends Circle. It's $5 a month. That covers everything and anything that you could ever want. And we get, I will be offering, I knew I had two in there, offering freebies for you all and for just Patreons for now. And if you want to be part of that community, come on over, and we might do some live streams and all kinds of good stuff. And, any question that you may have on any of the journals and stuff that I get it sometimes. I too sometimes don't comment on videos, but you want a question answered where I'd be available to my Patreons if should they want to ask and just be part of what we're doing. There were two in there, so I went ahead and I kind of wanted to straighten that out. And then there'll be first peeks for Patreons that they'll see what's coming next before I post it here on YouTube. So lots of good perks. Lots of crafty stuff. And if you want to be part of that first one that's going to see what's coming up, or I announce what's happening over on Patreon, please head on over there and check out what we've got going on over there, and blog post, lots of helpful things. Okay, let me size these up. And I'm not going to speed this up. I just think us coming together and just crafting and just, that's what our crafting community is, what I do here. To be a part of lots of crafty friends coming and just hanging out and crafting. So this is directional, so I want to make sure I don't mess that up. So I don't want to fold it the other way is where I'm getting at. Okay. I want these to be journaling spots. You can have a lot of decorative, but what good does it do if you don't have a place to write? You just have a art journal, Let's see. This one's directional. Let me see. It looks like it is. I'll go this way so I can see what I'm doing. I pray each and every one of you are doing well. My week has been swamped with all kinds of wonderful stuff. I'm working on projects, and I just released the 2026 calendar. I am going to create maybe one or two variations. If you would like to know when those are going to be launched, I will be putting those on Patreon for all the Patreons first to know. So basically, Patreons are like, be the first to know. Get the first insight of what's happening here on Bell Ann Craft Studio. No joke. I'm really excited, y'all. I really have waited a long time to um, get everything started. This is going to be pretty paper. Okay. And getting back to the signatures, any signatures that I don't use in this journal, I've got all the other ones we were doing. So yeah, lots of behind the scenes. Let's see, I wanted to do all of my, let me see now. I do believe I wanted some of these too. That little hanky would be really cute. That's one of my sweet friends. My sister in the Lord gave that to me. See if that, yeah, that's perforated. Let me go ahead and pull that off so I can go ahead and get a proper. And you can make collages out of these, so I'll stick that over there. This is not directional, so let's go ahead and I don't mind. I don't know about you, but I don't mind having double-sided scrapbook paper, but sometimes it's nice to just have that one side because the other side you can honestly just write or do all kinds of stuff with it. So this one's a little bit thicker, but I'm going to use that. I'm going to stick that over there. This is not directional, so I can go ahead and place. I like this one because it looks like fabric. And because we covered the journal with fabric, what a great touch it would be to have this as one of the signatures. Wouldn't you agree? Alrighty. I wonder if I have any sister or brothers in the Lord following me. I would love to hear from you. It's very encouraging to hear from others who have given their life to Christ Jesus and accepted him as their Lord and Savior. I know of one or two. Okay, turn this is directional. That's what I'm looking at here. Let's see now. Let me see. Do I want to just pull this up as no? Because if I did that, because that would be, I wouldn't mind having that as a pocket. That would be really nice. I think no. Let's just keep doing what we're doing here. Because maybe on one of the other ones I could. And I think my friend gave this to me too. I can't remember. I tell you, I have lots of papers. And I have this little bone folder here. I can make sure I have that handy. All right. Now, working on the other ones. Little scrap papers. I'm going to hold on to that one over here. I did have some extra papers here I had pulled out that I had done a while back, but I think there's some maps I want to try to use for this one. And I will trim these down. See, do I have enough for 3? I thought I did. Well, y'all, my fingers are dry. No, but I have a collage paper. So let's do 2 maps. Oh, no. Here we go. I do have that. Oh, yay. I'm going to put this back. If I need another one, I will use that as well. Y'all, you don't even know. My desk it's to be seen. It's to be seen. Um, let's put some handmade papers in. So how about we put 2 per, let's see, this one's kind of an offset. Let's use this one, put this over here out of the way here. And I reuse, as you can well see, almost everything. If I see a way to use it, I will use it. I paid good money for it. Why would I not reuse it for something else? True? That's okay. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Yes, that's how I think. If I need to, I'll pull some more now. I've got lots. I need to make some more paper as well. Okay, that's fine. That's right there. So with that, I will use this one on this one and this one on this. And you can write on these. And that'll be 1. And that'll be 1 and that'll be 1. Okay. So I've started these. I'll go ahead and kind of put them in a pile over here. That'll be 1. And I'll do it like this. Find a spot here. There we go. And this will be 1. And go ahead and fold those. Put that there. And I will be trimming the edges here of the paper. So you here, get that right. All right, so these are lovely. Go ahead and now once I have one of these, I may just do something with these, 1 per, but that's okay. What do? We shop our stash. No sense in going buying anything. It's a junk journal. We use what we got, correct? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's see, we'll put this one. Let me pull this back over here. Let's see. I'll take this one for now. And this one for now. Okay. There's 1. There's 2. Bright beginnings. Let's see. What did I just do with those papers? Did y'all see what I just did with those papers? Okay. I may have put them in there because I got 1, 2, 3. Okay. Did I not get enough? 1, 2, 3. Apparently not. And they will show up. Okay. So I've got these. I'm going to stick these up here. I got 1 more to do. So let me pull out. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to hit the camera. And, well, golly. I thought I just did, but maybe I didn't. Yeah, that's a little thicker paper. Well, alrighty then. I thought I pulled out extra. Let me see. Did I? Yes. Here, they're right behind me over here. Extra. I have piles of handmade paper. I am trying to get everything for print on demand ready. That way I can do my handmade stuff. So be ready for that. Okay, so I only need 3. I got 1, 2, and I have the white one over here. Okay. Lots of crinkly stuff. Love the crinkly. All right. Pull this back out so we can do this one. I'm excited. I'm excited, y'all. All right. Let me pull that one right there. It'll be just fine. And get myself taken care of here. So I don't want that to stick on there. Let's see, there we go. All righty then. All right, that's that. And as you well see, I've got, pull this over here. Got 3 different shades. This one's a little bit tingy, more more purpley kind of. And these are natural dyes that I use from um, like banana peel, or not banana peel, avocado peel, and different things that I like to use. And this one's just a natural white. I'm going to have those on the website here shortly. I'm hoping by Christmas or before. I'm looking for one. There we go. And I made my own frame. So on Patreon then, I will be uh, sharing all of those extra stuff over on Patreon if you want to go and just sign up. And yeah, there might not be much on there now because it's new, but it's growing. It's going to grow. Okay, so for now, I have my last one right here. I'm going to put that right over here. Now I'm going to go ahead 5.5 by 7. Y'all don't let me forget. Let's see now. I want these, but I think I'm just going to set them here for just a minute. I only have one of these, so let me pick one that will kind of, yeah, that would work for this one. Okay. And then another paper I'll make a decorative so they'll all look decorative. Isn't that nice? It's pretty. Okay. So, let me see. Let me see. I've got so many goodies here. I don't know that I would use those. Okay, let me grab some of these ledger papers here. Let's pull some of these out. So I think let's do 2 per. And this is perforated, so I can do that. Pull them off. Let me do this. So 2 per. So there's 1. And there's 2. And 1 and 2. I bought plenty of these last year, I think it was. When I was doing all of my patterns, for my dressmaking patterns, because I create my own patterns. And if you use a software, now I have Seamly, and if you create patterns and stuff, we're going to be doing that on Patreon as well, teaching you all how to draft your own patterns and make clothing from it. So, lots of great stuff. I don't think I pulled more out, but if I did, it's okay. All right, so we have bullet journal type paper. It's like the dotted. I don't know if that's showing up. I'm trying to get it where you can see it. You kind of faintly see it right there, but it's really nice paper. I mean, I'm trying to get you to see what it is, but it's got some real fainted. There you go. Kind of catch what it is right there. Okay, so I'm not a fan of it tattered like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off this right here. And it may be just too soon because I am going to trim it down. So may just go ahead and leave that, huh? What do you think? I think so. And it's throwing me off. I got two I got 2 papers that has dots on it. I'm like, which one am I doing? Okay, there be 1. And here be 2. Okay. My lighting in my office is not the best, but you use what you got, right? we're in that time where you can't really be too picky about stuff. Okay, there's two, and I'm gonna leave them loose because okay, I'm gonna put them in there just however. I want to put that over there, make myself a note that I did that. And I have two in there, so I want to make sure I do that correctly. And do that. And this one, I'll pull some of this off then, so I get it in my way here. And right here. Okay. And right here. All right, put that back up here, and same goes for these. I've got two each of these graph papers. See, I see better. This way. Okay, so let's put these in here. If you see how I will eventually I put them in there, but right now I'm just kind of seeing my thickness where I'm going with stuff. Even so, if I took the time to just fold these, I could, and get those done. Little bitty loose pieces, but no worries. And just put those in there. I think I'll just leave that like that. So, and let's put this like that here. Okay. And let's see, what did I did? Okay. Let me get this one and put this here. And I'm trying to keep them separate. I think that will be fun there. That way I don't double put papers where they don't belong. Okay. And like so. Okay, make sure I got, yep, I got those in there. That one there. Excellent. Okay, now, so we're looking a little thin. Just bear in mind when we get the other papers that we have in there, we want them to be the same. So I may go ahead and I love these papers, y'all. It's just a little bit of everything in them. And yes, again, I did make these. I'm due to make another batch. I want enough to have on the website ready. I typically don't put anything up on the website until it's made because I prefer to have I can just put that there. Should be fine. I prefer to have products ready to go out the door instead of you all making an order, or someone would make an order having to wait till it's made. That that's kind of like you're waiting for a juicy steak, but you still have to still wait for it. You order one, but you still have to wait. It's no, I want it now. So I try to be considerate in those aspects. So with those handmade papers, I've gotten these here. So if I take consideration here, I might put that in the middle like this. Okay. And it's still pretty good. Okay, I'm going to stick this pen on here and let's keep moving on. Let's use some of our pretty papers that I did. And I will cut them as I go. So let me put these in piles. There's one. Nope, there's two here. And I need this one. And this one. This one. And this one. This one. And this one. Making sure I don't do double. And these are decorative on one side, like I mentioned, and journaling spot on the other, as well as some will be pockets, which is great. Great, great. Okay. And this one, I only got, no, I thought I only had two villains. I thought, no, I got three. I checked it. Okay, do this. And this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, get her done, get her done. This is pretty with the little scenic on there. Okay, and that's that. Now each one gets a vellum. Okay, make sure I don't mess that up. Lovely. Let me go ahead and do this same way. I'm making room here. Y'all don't know. I have so much of my stash that needs to be shopped. I guarantee you it's going to be a treat to see someone enjoy the stash that I have, that as much as I have enjoyed it. But I got it for that reason, to go out the door. Okay, let me make sure I've got what I need. Let's go ahead and let's put a paper bag for each one, because I need a pocket. I had some of these envelopes, so I may just make some envelopes and put in there. Okay, that one's going to get that. And then I've got some of these. Okay, I don't know that I need these, so I can put these aside because I've got these here. Okay, what's our time looking like? Oh my, time flies, y'all. Okay, I need some ledger paper. Let's do that first. I got one per. On one side it's plain and the other side it's decorative. Let's put that. And this is way I'm going to be doing my journal kits as well. So stay tuned for that. All right, I have a special treat under there. So, okay, I think one of these per should do the trick. Okay, there's one and one, and if I need to come back for it, I will. Okay, let me see what else I got under here. Do I want to use this? I got only one of this. I'm gonna hold on to this one. Just a minute here. I've got some cardstock. Let me see. And then of course I've got the rest of these. And I've got these papers. Let me see here. I didn't need all of them, but this one I can use. Okay, let me see now. And I can't remember. Oh, I remember. I got these at Goodwill some time ago. If you're like me, I like to, this will give you plenty of writing. I mean, plenty. Plenty, plenty. And then I'll put these for another journal. And put that right there. This one I'll do for another journal, and if I need some more, I'll do some more with that one, but I'm going to set it aside over here just for now. Okay, so I have these. I'm going to get these. Okay, so I have all of my piles. This I thought would be a great where you can turn we can turn this into something. It is border paper. So if I need something, maybe I can make a pocket out of this. So let's see. Let's see. I don't want it to get too thick. I get all excited. So with the time we have, I'm going to pin these together and work on one. Come back, Lord bless. On our next video, we'll do the rest. Okay. And I want to, I want to keep them pretty much close to the same. I'm going to wait on these for now. And I've got all of these. Let's see who's going to get who. I think I got enough. And then I have my papers I had from our last video. And I can print some of these out. I'll use these to decorate. How's that? Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to set these over here and let's get these signatures together before we go so you can get a gist of how they're supposed to go here. Okay, so with this then, these are going to be folded right here, and then I'm going to trim right up the middle. When you make journals, it's a process. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to measure. See, that's 7 by 5.5. Okay, so this might be, nope, I think we're going to do it like this. Yeah. Okay, and put this one here. I want some writing in the tattered edges. I'm not too concerned with. Okay, here we go. And let's do, since this is folded, I'm thinking. Let me think. Okay, yes. Since this is folded, let's keep the folded part. I'm thinking. Okay. And let's trim off. Let me double check. Where'd my journal go? Let me see. That would work. We could have done it this way, but you know what? I think here we're going to do it this way. And so you all can see here what I did. I did my fingernail and I did a little mark. Okay. Get it over here about 5.5 like we mentioned. Right there. Oop, don't want that to, this paper is real thin. Okay. We'd use that for something like journaling cards or something like that. Okay, so we've got this one, which measured 11. Okay, 11 by 5.5. Lovely. We can go ahead and put this in one of the signatures that I have. And just tuck it in there. Get that over there. Lovely. And what else? do we want to do? So this same goes. I can. Sorry if y'all can't see. I'm trying to measure here. I'm wanting it to be as much of the. I can't see. This is part of getting old, when your eyes are not as sharp as they used to be. I'm telling the truth. Get this here. Trying to keep it as true to the edge as possible, and then go out this way. Righty. If I can. If I can. Something tells me it's not going to happen. So we're going to start from this end. We'll just trim, right? I was trying to stay within that, but it didn't work. Okay. Trying to think I can get 2 out of this. Okay. 5.5. Okay. Uh-oh. Trim that with my scissors here. Probably was not needful, but that's okay. And then I'm going to, let's see. If I pulled in my journal and I want to go at it like so, because I can trim that open, but here. So let's do 7.5. Like this, like that. Okay. Trying to do 2 at one time. So maybe 7, I said, not 5. Yeah, get it right. Okay. So here's my thought. So even though you can reopen this, let's go ahead and do it this way so I can, yeah. I'm noticing a lot of traffic from Ireland. Is any one of you from Ireland on my website possibly? I get a lot of visitors on my website through the algorithm, and I would love to hear from you. Just say, hey, I would love to hear from you. Come visit, and be great to hear from you. Okay. There's that. And I'll trim that if I need to. Alrighty. So I'll need, I got 2 here and I got 2 over there. So I'll pull 2 out. Okay. Here directly. We're almost out of time. Can you believe that? Okay. So let me pull in the papers we folded. And we have 5.5, 5.5, which is 11. So let's go ahead and do 5.5. I'm trying to think. I really would like this to be a pocket, y'all. But I had already folded that, didn't I? But it didn't matter. Because if I did it this way, hold on. If I did it this way, then fold it up that way, that may work. Okay, I'm going for it. I'm going to go for it. We're not going to overthink it. We're going to just do it. We're going to get it done so we can get our journal. I can put it on the website. Yes. Okay. I am going for it. So then I need to, if I was going to do it this way, then I have that fold there, but that's okay. Use that as a guideline. I can go this way. Then I would need, if I did it this way, I would need how much? I can trim the top. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Let me get my bone folder here. I do like that lettering on there, that script there, huh? Okay. Supposed to get some cold weather here this evening or this week, I would take it. And I'm noticing a lot of places are getting cold already. Here in North Texas, we don't get too much cold, but when we do, it usually turns into ice. Very rare we get some snow. So when we do, it's a joy. All right. Let me go ahead and mark where my fingernail is so you can all see where I'm gonna cut that. Maybe you can see that. And maybe I can't see it. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, when it's folded, I see better. Okay, it's 7. If I would just do it like that. Okay, it's done. All right, there's that. If I need to trim the side, I can do that as well. I can use this extra like a piece for a tuck spot when we decorate. So when you do your journal before we go ahead and just measure. Now, mind you, when you close your journal, you got to take an account for that sticks out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to continue with you. I'm going to put this in our little signature here. And I'm going to cut these. And I really want these right here to be journaling spots. So this one, even so, if I do this one, let me move this out the way. And I can, when I fold it, I tend to do better like that. Right here. And then I can go ahead and I can fold it, or I can even go half and then make like a flap like that as well. What do you think? I'd like to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about our process that we're doing here. And looking at my time, yep, we're over time, but that's okay. We're crafting, right? This is Bell Ann Craft Studio. We're going to be crafting. You're my crafty friends, and thank you for joining me. Please remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to share it with friends. Stay tuned because I have a lot of great stuff coming. Until the next crafting video. Bye for now.